So, welcome to episode 11, where we finally get to the bottom of things, after I explore some more of the veteran village.
I didn't have old people pictures, I'm sorry.
Yeah. She was a child soldier, okay?
Oh no!
Oh no.
No!
Oh no.
Well, I guess Dreamland is pretty progressive. They have female young soldiers out in the battlefields, and they also have better benefits.
A bit too progressive.
And that guy
Maybe.
is deaf, apparently. Is this the
And then
only normal plasma wisp? Wow.
Every plasma within this game is kind of weird. And the veterans pub gives you a hot dog and I think a lime soda. Both of which are probably pretty bad for old people's digestive systems.
That guy was doing
They like
it
to
since
live
a
it up.
teenage. Oh, sure, make it short.
Make it short.
It was a clown.
Oh man, what's with you and clowns and jesters?
That is... Yes, I've heard enough too.
That was good. This is a really dark narrative in this town.
What were we saying last time? This town is depressing?
Yes.
Really depressed.
But it's so happy looking. There's flowers and green and...
It's a very dissonant place.
Unless...
This
Nah.
game...
That was foreshadowing that never happened.
What was he foreshadowing? Kirby? Dude?
No, there was this... I don't know. Either way, it didn't happen.
Dark
And there's
Kirby?
a random thing down here.
What in the world is that?
It's a...
Things.
It's a butane lantern.
I was amazed that every house in that town has an equal amount of red, blue, yellow, and green beds.
Yeah.
It's the it's the national colors of Dreamland.
Yeah, the national colors from the non-existent government.
Well, there's Castle DDD,
Not in this game, nope.
which is mentioned back in Chapter
Oh
1.
man, are you gonna play tag?
I am going to play tag.
Oh.
Because
You're
as you
going
know,
to play tag with a bunch of old people in a pit.
you realize
What was
I'm
wrong
poor.
with
I hope you're
Wow.
proud of yourself.
It's almost like a warfield in there.
I love how dismissive KW is about this place.
You got
It's just because I wanted at least one minigame per chapter, right? So,
Yeah.
but this is what I came up with. But it's just so doesn't fit.
But it's so fun!
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
great.
but then they're like old people. They're gonna go, "Oi, be hip," you know? It's just.
You couldn't program Battleship.
Oh
of
wow,
course.
they bet on games of tag.
Yes, and I can
Apparently.
finally make my money back.
You can only bet 99. There's a limit.
It's so terrible. I was hoping to get like at least all my money back after spending it all in freaking Tourist Trap Town.
Yeah, go
And then
big
you
or
wind
go
up
home.
losing the first
Well,
game you
Toaster
play and have
gave
no
you
money at
5,000
all.
stars at least.
You know what's the best part, MW? This
What?
is the only minigame I've played since I started this game.
Yeah, I guess because you're a horrible person.
Skip the other one.
You soulless person. And
Okay,
they're
look,
cheering
I
you.
did- Okay, look, I didn't go with the trench route, and I ran out of money to play the ski minigame, which is actually
I
snowboarding.
appreciate
This is the
the
most
Sonic Battle
unfair
Code
game of
pass.
tag ever.
This is not fair. It's 3 versus 1.
And you can't see what's happening because the damn.
It's just like a battlefield.
Man,
And you
what
know,
about no tag backs? These guys cheat.
Run away!
Does this
When
They
crowd
only go after you.
not have
What,
anything else?
were there
better
more
to
maps
do
for
than
this, or
just
did that come later?
watch
There were more
people
maps in the coding.
play
Yeah.
tag?
And those
This is what
weren't
old people
implemented.
do.
Aw.
No tag backs.
And they're cheering
I
you.
love
Wow,
how-
that's so nice. That's so nice.
I love how this is a
like-
major event for the old people.
Well, when you live in a town this boring and this depressing, everything can be considered pretty.
You just want to build an arena for
It's
tag
only
and
funny
watch
until
it.
someone throws out their back. Then it's even funnier, right?
Why can't I play as Hyper Kirby? He should be faster than KW, right?
Actually, it was programmed in there. The more other party members you had, they would appear as spectators.
Poor KW. He's the only one that's be in the mud playing with old people.
Ew.
Oh, only 896 stars.
That's more than
It's
I
only
was
like,
expecting.
What, 2 candy canes?
That's like a sword.
Does that mean everyone bet against you?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, it is 3-on-1.
There.
They were
Well, yeah,
colluding.
but they're all old.
Room B 5 stars. Stay nice, are you?
Is he Russian?
I don't know.
God.
I don't know. He's Waddle
Oh,
Doo. He doesn't
God.
have a mouth, so technically he
Are
can't
we
even
lagging?
speak either.
Duh, I came from Sky High.
Sky High.
This be good place for me to stay after the war.
Oh god, I should really get Mario Luigi
Non-existent
Team.
war.
They have the Mario Luigi Jr. has the best Russian characters. I should totally get that game.
Duh, it was the war of Tukis and Chickies.
So
It
you were
was-
raised on a farmyard, apparently.
Duh, great motherland farmyard, full of Tukis and Chickies.
Yeah, I don't know what direction
Now
that was
go
going
back
in,
and
but I
play
didn't
the other
like
2
it.
minigames.
Nope, I'm jumping down a hole.
Oh man, are you gonna lag here?
One more thing.
Bubbly University.
Probably
Yeah, that was
University.
the place where they had all this technology.
cadets.
That had no other purpose than to hinder heroes on their
There were
quest.
there were a lot of Gidets here.
This map. This is linear. Why is there a map?
You know what's the best part of this map? It doesn't even make sense from a mapping point of view. Wait, just wait.
That was a really cool effect.
Yeah, I don't know how he did that actually.
I don't know either. It's been too long.
He has a lot of cannons pointed at walls.
Well, they're old, okay.
Well, yeah, but why would he point a cannon at a stone wall?
I love how you know
Collapse his cave?
instantly what to do here.
I was fighting the impulse to accidentally push the rock against the wall.
Rainbows.
Why a rainbow switch?
Why not a rainbow switch?
Because
This is
Why
a-
not?
Kirby's
rainbow
tries they
switch?
must be cute.
because MW is a pretty disturbed individual.
Yes, apparently.
Oh, get the switch! Ah!
Get the switch! Get the switch! Get the switch! Ah!
Dude,
I was mashing.
or it was just the physics of
ruined
RPG
it.
make it work
This
against you.
is the most unfair and dumb yet also delicious puzzle. Since I knew that would happen and it would get at people's nerves.
I was mashing the start button.
How are you
Your
fighting
mortal
this
enemy,
start
yeah.
on a computer game?
Enter. I mean.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, I did it! Oh god, I did it! Thank God.
I'm embarrassed to say I failed the initial stone puzzle in Kirby Warrior RPG 2 like 7 times.
Hey, me
so
too.
did
High five.
someone else we
didn't?
happen to know.
That's the question.
Oh god, this part.
Oh, this ought to be good.
You're trying to make
gonna-
KW fatter?
Then I got so fat that I got stuck in the switch.
You!
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh
what?
no! Oh no! Oh no!
Fade
What did
to
you
black.
do?
Game over.
Game
When I
over.
got out, I eventually KW slimmed up and got out. Just ignore the fact that it took me about an hour to get all the way back there.
Video game logic.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry. I'm
That
so
was
sorry.
that was too funny. Why
Well,
isn't this
technically
one a
you did make
rainbow?
it.
It's a rock bridge just appeared out of nowhere.
Oh, don't try it again. What are you hoping to do?
Why are you still?
No!
Okay, he didn't get stuck
I
this
didn't-
time. Thank God.
They didn't eat that much this time.
You know,
What is-
like the rainbow temple, I like its look, but it's kind of boring since it's so deliberately like first dungeon, you know? And this is actually kind of more interesting. And there are no random encounters, thank God.
Thank God.
Eee, this guy. I remember this place.
What? You went down. Why did you go
Oh, dude,
left?
that's so cool.
That's why I said the map doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I think that's because I didn't quite code in like side doors, or I'm not entirely sure.
There's only one problem in this dungeon. It's that the BGM stops for like 5 minutes every once in a while.
Yep.
So I just end up playing in complete silence, and I just hope that no one notices. Except I just pointed it out.
Those are some badass cannons. They shoot boulders.
That go down waterfalls. Whee! And then this comes out of nowhere. Then it curves off to the right anyway. Curves off to the left anyway.
I imagine there was a squishy underneath the bridge pushing it away.
I think the
Yeah,
squish
it's
would
just
be
like,
crushed by the boulder before it changed the boulder's trajectory.
Something like
I
that.
think the real
Oh,
question is
these guys. These
Oh,
guys.
I'm like.
Oh god, those are some very crazy Gordos.
I'm just wondering what. Wait, what do I do here again? What, do I have to go through the Gordos?
It's a puzzle. You have to push the block in the right way so that they get trapped and they don't move further.
Yeah, but every time I see pushing rock puzzles now, I just kind of go.
Oh, don't. Ooh.
You're
What?
doing it
Oh,
in all the
what?
wrong ways, apparently. That's amazing.
Shut up.
You almost got it. You almost got it. Good job.
Just run for it.
What happens if those hit you?
You lose
minus 10 HP.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Of course, I'm like, well, I might as well make a thorough Let's Play, so here, that's what happens.
Oh, don't worry. There's much more where that
Jeez.
came from.
And let me just say that poor Hyper
Yeah.
Kirby is gonna have a bad day.
What's going on there?
Oh god, it's a dark star.
Why does a cloud need to have like a rope zip line to move around?
But Bubbly Clouds University. We like
Yes,
clouds.
This is a glitch. This is such a glitch. Oh no, wait, it isn't. Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
What's a glitch?
Yeah, but like the star and like the cloud were like moving in opposite directions. That just doesn't make any sense.
Was the star supposed to stay still?
It's supposed to be on the cloud.
That makes sense.
I thought that was
actually.
deliberate. Like I thought it was deliberate. Like you have to
Line 'em up.
Yeah, line them up.
Oh well, it worked. It was cool.
Even your glitches were cool.
You now smell of sulfur all the time.
These are really multi-purpose cannons, aren't they? They
This
fire
is like-
boulders, they fire at switches, they fire.
You
Kirby.
should see it. You should see another game I made recently where I actually implemented Donkey Kong Country cannons into
I was
RPG
about to
Maker.
just say
Oh
that.
Christ.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh god.
Yeah, with actual rotation and whatnot.
Please stop bending RPG Maker over your knee, okay? Poor things had a long.
works.
Poor things had a long life.
Well, if you, it's actually remarkably multi-purpose if you imagine it to have the processing power of an old NES.
Poor RPG Maker. He's only as strong as an old NES.
Were you terrible at like the ice sliding puzzles in Pokemon? Because this is embarrassing.
Yes.
To watch.
Oh my god, just use CTRL
Pokemon ones were
already.
so
I
simple.
wasn't using the bug codes,
Just use
And
it.
good for you for that.
and yet I managed to beat the ice level.
And
this
now you
game.
go directly in the opposite direction.
Oh.
You could have used
Wow.
the right
Wow.
cannon right then
Wow.
and there.
Avlein, what are you doing, man?
I'm good at video games.
He's failing
I'm
miserably.
good at video games.
Oh my goodness.
I get it this time.
Okay, correct.
Yes,
and there we
yes.
go.
Thank you.
Finally.
Jeez.
It's amazing how my 14-year-old self can like stump a guy several years in the future, I guess.
Bastard.
Oh, what is this, a prison?
Oh my.
Time to eat. Or not.
He didn't try eating again. He learned.
Oh man, not the rock puzzle again.
You
What is
know,
with
I
your
want
rock
to
puzzles?
talk about my inspiration for this dungeon because there was another RPG Maker 2000 game, and it was called Dragon Destiny. It was this utterly generic-looking thing that had this totally incomprehensible-looking plot and the most unforgiving battle system I ever played. But it was amazing in several respects. One of it was its mapping, and the other was its puzzle design. It got to the point where like the puzzles were so intricate. One of the puzzles was just an empty room with like a treasure chest behind a door, and you're like constantly scouring for something for a switch to open the door with, but the room is empty because all the other rooms had something before, but the room is just empty, and the solution to the puzzle was just to knock on the door and it would open.
Yes.
Because it got you into... I looked in the map code, it was called the Idiot Puzzle. It was amazing.
Yeah, I probably would have. If you had one, if you had something like that, it probably would have made me take.
Well,
like,
the thing
I don't
is,
know,
like,
5 hours.
that was just after the room that had the Rubik's Cube to open the door, so it had you in all the wrong mindset.
Whoa.
What?
Yes,
That's
yes,
cool.
it implemented a Rubik's Cube in RPG Maker. It just got to that point, I swear. But it was an amazing game, if only it wasn't so trite.
Oh god, more cannon puzzles. Damn it.
That reminds me of it was like a cartoon series puzzle.
How does this work?
Oh, what is that?
That doesn't look fun.
It's like the booster puzzle in Super Mario RPG, except there's nothing telling you how to do this.
Oh, jeez.
It hurts you when you get it wrong?
How it is though,
Oh,
KW gives you a
nice.
hint, right? Are there any other pictures around here? So you
There
have
aren't.
No, you go throughout the dungeon and go back through the rooms. You find the pictures, and they are numbered.
I don't remember seeing any pictures though.
Yeah, they
Where
only
you
appear after
going?
you hit that switch.
What are you
That is
doing?
such the jerk move.
The bow! Pick
Hyper's
the bow, lady.
Hyper just died of rock. Good job.
Just the bow. The bow. The bow! Thank you.
I didn't think it'd be like that. It'd be like having a Scantron test and having all the first few answers be A.
You just had to brute force it. Didn't
Well, that
you?
happens
Now, Hyper
sometimes.
is dead. Great job.
I was overestimating MW's cleverness.
He was
You're
14.
supposed to go and find the proper solution to it, but nope.
How was I
nope.
supposed to know there'd be more? God, I didn't know they'd come back.
That just seems kind of cruel.
It is.
I think it is somewhat randomized too.
Then, oh. that would
No, what are
explain
you
it.
doing?
Hey, you guys want to see more cannon puzzles?
And this is supposed to be the
What was
exit
that?
of the dungeon.
There's no rhyme or reason in
Yes,
these cannons. They
yes,
skip
it is.
platforms.
I
The
know.
goal is
it
where
makes no
the goal is where
sense.
the goal is where the dungeon item is. That was like it was like that in the Rainbow Temple too. The goal was where the ice threads were.
This is where you get the compass that tells you how to get out of here on the map. But it's pointless because you still have to go through a million cannon puzzles.
Oh, cannon puzzles are the worst of your worries from here on out. I'm actually quite surprised at this.
I'm at the goal, and I'm still not out yet.
Oh wow, you really are at the goal.
The goal
Yeah.
isn't even the last room.
The goal, I told you, the goal is where you get the item, not necessarily the exit.
It seems really against the idea of what a goal
You
is.
found
Gold bottle?
Thank you. I did all that trouble, got Hyper Kirby killed by rocks for this.
What is
Well,
this,
let's
an
see what it
SOS
says.
bottle?
Yes. It says, "Get me out of this damn dungeon."
Oh, Custody is in here. Wow.
Awkwardness.
Awkwardness.
Half Moon. Aquilus. Oh,
More
I remember those
lore that
planets.
just doesn't happen.
I remember those planets. And the music stops.
Ooh my, this is so serious. Spinning blue star.
The magic.
You know, I saw a spinning green star on one of the maps later. I just forget what those were supposed to do. All of the stars were supposed to do something that way.
Go underwater?
Magical blowing bubbles.
So I just got a kid's toy from a treasure chest.
Yay!
Congratulations.
No, it's
bubble
mystical
bottle.
bubble bottle, not magical blowing bubbles. What are you, crazy?
They're so different.
Oh, wait, and you have to walk out of this the regular way now?
No. There's a magical blow star.
Oh, that.
Oh, okay, yes.
Oh, snap.
Sploosh.
Now you can swim.
I'm just running. Wait, I'm drowning.
I really
Man,
should
what
have
an
went to No
adventure.
2 gauge just to like mess with you.
That was in 3 though, I remember. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
3 had it. 3 had it. Up.
Oh, that was cheap.
Look at all those
That's a
Gordos!
lot of Gordo.
That's a lot of goddamn
Oh, you
sea
think
urchins.
this is a lot of Gordos. You've seen nothing yet. Nothing at all. Am I right, Ab? You'll be seeing a lot more Gordos, I'll give you that much.
Why does this remind me of the Hell level from the Beyond game?
Because it was filled with instant death spikes.
At least these things were nice and took off only 10 HP.
You
Except
died?
there are hundreds of
Yes,
them.
you can die.
Yes, you can die in here.
Oh my god! Woo! It's like playing Bomberman, except there's no reprieve.
There's no walls anywhere.
Bomberman doesn't have a pre.
Oh god. Sea urchins.
I am evil, aren't I?
Yes, yes you are. Oh!
Wow,
Yeah,
you walked into that one.
I took one for the road!
Poor Hyper, man. He's died like 3 times by now.
He's being your
And I'm
meat
just like-
shield.
Do you think he's just jumping in front of all these rocks and Gordo's like, no?
No, it goes to the whole party.
So, the Gordos fissioned into 2 and then hit both of them at the same time. Whee!
Yay!
I was halfway expecting another cloud to come the other way around.
Wait, did you get
But no.
a grade A on each chapter?
No, I did
No,
not.
he got a B.
Oh, man.
I
If he got a
B.
grade A, I would give you Crazy Duck right here. And the game ends here.
Hi there, Mega Metro Meta Warp.
Hello.
I like the headband. That is a nice headband.
Look at that blue Yoshi.
Unfortunate events. Yes, I know, major
A major
cliffhanger,
cliffhanger.
but to be
But-
honest, this was just a big test run.
The cliffhanger is, well, Hyper Sir. What was that?
Did Disc ever use that face set? What the hell?
No, he's never used that face set before. It's so happy.
Handsomely adored. I never got
Here's a
that.
review. Here's a feedback for you. Fuck!
A little
Stop putting so
prize.
many Gordos in there.
Oh, man.
See, this is why I was so disappointed in you. You got B's in in both the chapters, and you didn't get the special prize.
Sorry.
You could have just,
surprise.
programmed it so we can skip that and go straight to chapter 3.
Yeah, but that would be cheating, and I'm actually not playing an RPG Maker. So, anyways,
What the hell?
Oh no, we're back here.
It's
Oh
much
no.
greener than I
Why is
remember.
it snowing inside the house?
because we're in
Because
space.
he's sequence breaking. What do you expect?
Nostalgia everywhere.
Hi, Spike.
What's her problem? So yeah, here we have some spoilers for what happened in KWRPG 2. But yeah,
Hello,
this
friend.
is General D's house in the original. We'll see what how big the differences are between MW's version and the original version.
Dude, I can't believe you. Like, spoilers all of a sudden out of nowhere for, like, a 10-year-old, like, indie-made game. Can't believe it. That's uncalled for.
I hope you're
It's-
control walking.
I am. There is
Number
a million
1.
random encounters here, and I just
What?
avoided all of them.
Yep, I remember
Because
this
he's
place.
level 1, for one thing.
This is the most obnoxious part of the entire game. The very, very long, blank passageways of random encounters.
I was wondering what would happen on the Switch, but nothing did.
Oh, no, it activated something.
Yeah, I only figured that one out later. I'm just like, huh, I thought something was gonna hit me while I'm going around. Hey, look, a treasure chest out of nowhere!
This is post-Trap Town, isn't it?
Oh, it's never that easy.
If this was Dark Souls, it might be a mimic.
I
Yeah,
would
it
be careful
is.
about that if I were you.
Like I was saying, if this was Dark Souls, it probably would have been Mimic and ate me. But it isn't.
Oh, Dark Souls.
I love it in, like, not only Trap Town, but also some parts of KWRPG 3, where there's just a chest, and you can't open it, but if you try to, it just explodes. And then you try
Why?
again, and it explodes. And try again,
Why?
and it explodes. And
Why?
it just keeps exploding, and you actually can die from that, too.
Why?
To teach you a lesson.
No, you don't learn your lesson. It's like, why isn't it opening? Why isn't it opening? Why did I just die?
How about now? How about now?
Curiosity.
I remember I was deadly afraid of that switch because of the skeletons.
Same here. You saw I was hesitating. I'm like,
Yeah.
is Satan gonna come? But no,
No,
it's,
this is post Satan, thankfully. Though I am quite disappointed that Kirby Warrior didn't have like Satan just appear out of nowhere several chapters after Trap Town, just to, like mess with you.
oh god.
The
Despite
only
like,
traps.
oh no, I was even more scared of this one.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
the
It's like
cat
this
died.
is post Trap Town, so you're like in all the wrong mindset, right? You're just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to move. I don't want to move. I don't want to move.
Yeah, like this entire place looks like Trap Town, if not for the blue not for the blue overlay, whatever it is.
Oh, that's because I'm sequence breaking.
You sequence breaking.
We're technically in flashback mode. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, despite this place having a bunch of random encounters, it's actually the safest dungeon in the game.
Remarkably. Also one of the
Remarkably.
shortest. It's like remarkably well laid out and everything.
Yeah.
Though the
What?
plot differences here is that, well, this is up in the sky. Like, the sky route would be, like, relatively small for mine. So, like, you still play mine, but it's still on the ground.
One nice little callback in KOG 2DE is that even the BGM in this one stops too every once in a while.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was intentional.
And this was, and
callback.
it's also a very puzzle-heavy dungeon, so I kept that in too.
Go in.
You stepped on the wrong one. You stepped on the wrong one.
I took the scenic route.
Well, we already saw
The
everything.
only puzzles in this game I hated was Zebediah's land and the teleporting pathways.
The
God.
Zebediah one
Will
got
really
really
catch you.
stupid at the end. Like the third one,
Yeah,
you
but it would
barely
also
even see
catch
him
you
leave
off
the room.
guard, because once you get in there, you can't leave until you beat it. And I was
Speaking
underleveled.
of
Speaking of
stupid,
underleveled,
I forgot to hit control when I came out.
Wah,
Bam.
wah.
Ow! Look at that.
And they do
Bye,
that so
KW.
much damage to
26
you.
damn, and you died?
I
he
wa-
died. He's level
I
1,
was
what do you
sequence
expect?
breaking.
Well,
This is one of the more scenic maps in 2, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
That was actually really
Oh!
what is this?
You
I
skipped
remember that.
You
skipped
saw
that
nothing.
puzzle.
What was that?
You
That
had
was
to
nothing.
remember the order in which that you press the switches,
Oh.
or else. So, like, I had a lot more callbacks in more ways than one. It's just that I've had to brute force it. Why didn't you just trap her in there? Seriously.
He just politely stood out of the way.
Look, they're not even doing anything.
You gotta
I
be a
love how-
gentleman,
I love
man.
how
She
the-
wanted to leave.
I love how the music is just like has that like whammy effect, you know?
It's like, wee, 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 wee.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
why it's doing that. It wasn't like that before. It just got really weird.
It occasionally did that for me too, and I think they kept it in there deliberately. It's like in my awkward silence scene where like music comes out of nowhere. RPG Maker's just weird like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's haunted, I tell you, haunted. And this is the only part in KWRPG 2 where he uses walls properly, and even then, not quite.
Well, I don't know. It's better than Samurai Kirby.
And this is when you would go to that snow level, right?
Iceberg, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Iceberg, which
yeah.
I showed
Yeah.
in the last few episodes.
Uh-huh.
Of course, well, that was a pretty fun dungeon.
I liked mine better. Well, I liked you, like struggling at mine better, at least.
I struggled at both of them, okay?
It's just like KW tells you there are more paintings like that around there, and you just ignore that line of hint completely. Wow.
The paintings, how was I supposed to know paintings appeared in the back?
Well,
nobody even
because
tells you.
That's kind of evil.
Yeah, at least in
he
like
tells
Mario
you.
RPG,
He tells you the solution to the puzzle. Wow.
even in Mario RPG, the paintings appeared before you had to do the painting puzzle.
Yeah, you can jump in them. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
But
Ba 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 ba.